This story illustrates the various disciplines of the SAP Ariba user experience team and how they work together with other teams towards the outcome, a great customer experience and customer delight. Let's use the analogy of opening a restaurant and creating a delightful dining experience. Meet Mr. Jagdish. Mr. Jagdish has come from India to settle in Bloomstown, Pennsylvania. One day, he and his friends are chatting in their local bar.
There's just no Indian restaurants around here.
One friend comments.
I am very much missing my mother's cooking,
Says another. Then, Mr. Jagdish comes up with an idea. What if I open an Indian restaurant for everyone in the area? Mr. Jagdish decides to spearhead the whole project as the product manager. His friend Basanti, who has excellent organizational skills and is great at keeping tabs on everything, takes on the producer role for the project and starts pulling the UX team together. She assesses scope, identifies key UX disciplines needed to get the job done, and encourages ongoing cross-functional collaboration throughout the project, ultimately removing roadblocks and ensuring that the project stays on budget and on schedule, from start to finish. With the UX producer's help, Mr. Jagdish starts working with the user researcher to understand diners' current behavior, challenges, and preferences to inform the design. The user researcher observes people dining at local restaurants, conducts interviews, and researches best practices in restaurants design. She identifies what types of people dine at Indian restaurants: couples, tourists, children, grandparents, vegetarians, gluten-free eaters, and so on. Then she creates a persona to represent each type of diner. With the help of the producer, Mr. Jagdish also partners with an interaction designer to design the restaurant and the dining experience before handing over the blueprints to the product developers for construction. The interaction designer and the user researcher collaborate to design different dining concepts that they can get feedback on from potential customers. They also touch base with the developer to ensure that their design can be built. They consider lots of different information. For example, how many people do they expect to dine at the restaurant? What would be the best method of distributing this fine Indian food? A food truck? A sit-down-and-eat style restaurant? A drive-thru? A delivery only? The interaction designer designs the user experience based on customer requirements and preferences, industry best practices of great dining experiences, and business needs. The producer makes sure that the interaction designer then partners with the visual designer, who focuses on the restaurant's brand personality through the use of imagery, color, shapes, typography. To enhance the experience, the visual designer takes many other visual cues, like signage and icons, into consideration, as well as the menu design, making sure it's legible, neatly formatted, and reflects the brand through the use of logos, iconography, images, and fonts. Meanwhile, the producer ensures that the UX content strategist is collaborating with the researcher and designers from the get-go to create a great experience. The content strategist looks at the user's experience of content through the entire restaurant and creates customer engagement and delight through words and language. She works with the marketing team to understand the restaurant's brand personality and then defines the style, voice, and tone of the restaurant content, making sure that it reflects the brand. Her goal is to create customer engagement and delight through empathy. She makes sure that everything a customer reads during their experience at the restaurant focuses on what they care about and what they need to know. Once the restaurant has been designed, the designers share everything with the developers who work in collaborations with the 5 UX disciplines to build the Indian restaurant on time and according to Mr. Jagdish's requirements. Together with product development, sales, brand, legal, and marketing, the UX team and Mr. Jagdish collaborate to create a delightful customer experience.